Deval, you're going to speak about Citizen Vigilante, which
Yes,
is
yes.
a new release. And this is a movie that we only spoke about on last week's show. This is a
Mm,
trailer that we had a look at, and it's got Death Wish vibes going on it. And there's a lot of kind of,
mm.
retribution going on in this movie. But break it down for us, Devaldo. Tell us who's in this movie and
Yeah,
what's it about, and give us your take.
yeah. So this movie's got Armie Hammer, who's making his sort of comeback since all the controversy that happened with him a few years ago. This is his first film back since then. This was released in it was released in 2026, but it was actually made I think 2024, 2025. I think it was, or 2025. So it's directed by a person called Uwe Boll, who's a German director, I believe he is. He's made lots of films, sort of low budget, sort of action films, and this film and that film, and all kinds of stuff. Been directing for many years, and also some horror films as well. This film, Citizen Vigilante, is based on Armie Hammer's character, who is he seems to be like a vigilante kind of person, very sort of like dark and mysterious, uh, like a Batman
Oh,
almost.
okay.
A bit like a Batman.
Is he ex-army or something?
He's ex-military. He's also quite wealthy. He owns a lot of property, so
Mm.
he's funding his he's got guns and everything, and he's got money basically. So he's all right. He's all right. But he's basically in Europe. He's American. Armie Hammer's character. He's American, but he's in Europe. It doesn't say exactly where it is. It just says Europe.
Mm.
But he's in Europe, and he's basically seen how society is, and he basically doesn't like the fact that migrants are coming into Europe and are getting, benefits, and migrants are also committing crimes, not just thefts and so on, but sexual crimes and stuff like that. And it seems that he and society feel that migrants are the cause of lots of crimes, and basically they're being let off. So in this story, you see lots of news reports about migrants doing this and how people feel about them. Oh, they're coming to this country, they're taking this, they're doing this, and they're just being let off too easily. There were crimes that have happened in this film against the European population committed by migrants, and there was a specific case that happened where uh, these migrants came and basically committed SA. I don't want to say because this
Mm.
video will get striked or something, but SA and the R word
Right.
on these women, and basically the court basically uh, didn't do anything. So the court
Mm.
case happened. They got let off, no prison time, and there's outrage. Obviously, the victims are there. One of them's in hospital still.
Mm.
A couple others are out of hospital, but they've got all the physical signs, and so it's not a question that did it happen or not. It happened.
It happened.
It did happen. So it's not a question. And apart from that, other things have happened. Other crimes are happening. So he's basically, if people have had crimes done against them, he actually asked them, "How do you feel about the justice you got? Do you feel there was justice?" And if they say yes, then he doesn't do anything. If they say no, there was no justice, he's
Oh,
like, okay, thank you. And he just walks away. And he goes and hunts down the people that did it, just guns him down.
retribution.
Guns him down, yeah. But then he makes these videos where he's anonymized himself. He's blanked
Right.
out his face. His voice is like a robot kind of thing.
Okay.
And so he puts these videos out saying that he did it, and I did it because of these reasons. If the police, if the
The justice
government,
system.
yeah, if they can't do it, I'm going to do it for the people, and the people love him.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
feedback from the people is, "Oh, I want to marry him. I want to have my kids. Oh, he's a model. We want someone like him in America. We want someone like him in Canada." Everyone's saying it because in all those countries, they're all saying the same thing.
Mm.
Migrants are coming over and doing this. So the focus does seem to be on the migrants doing
The
it, not
migrants.
the indigenous population to those
Yeah.
countries, but the migrants. That's the difference here. And I guess you have to look at it quite fairly in that crimes happen with or crimes are committed by all kinds of people. That is
Yeah.
true, whether indigenous or migrated in. And
Mm.
yes, we have seen cases from the film where
Mm.
migrants have come in and committed essays and R words and all kinds of other crimes as
Yeah.
well.
It does
But
happen.
the question is that the norm? If 100 migrants come in, what proportion of those migrants commit a crime. Some people will say 1% is too many.
Yeah.
Some people might say that, but then this film, the message in this film, kind of makes it seem like it's the majority.
The fault is all. It's just all them.
Yeah, so that's the balance. But and then also in this film, there's a really weird. By the way, the film quality isn't the best, but I'm not going to knock it because it's low budget, whatever. So I'm not going to knock.
Yeah.
But the film quality, there's a lot of walking around where he's just walking around, and the camera's like the camera's taking way too long watching him walk around. It's like people driving in the car. Like there's a lot of scenes like that, and I'm thinking that could have been cut like 5 seconds ago. And just but I'm not gonna knock it. It's hard to make a film, but there's a scene where Armie Hammer's character goes into a brothel, basically goes into a brothel, and he pays for engagement, I'll call it.
Yes.
For services. He walks around, he picks the one that he wants. Funnily enough, the person he picks probably was a migrant at some point.
Yep. Yeah.
They're not indigenous European, if I could say that. And he, engages with the services.
Yes, of this.
If I can put it, of this person. They agree a price. He engages in the services. It's such a long scene that doesn't have to happen. Basically, they're both stalkers.
What do you think the director wants to say?
I don't know, but you know how European. Like I remember that show from back in the day. What was it called again? The French show.
Oh, it was like a Rapido.
Was it that one? There was another one where they had like all these like they talked about like nighttime activity. I can't remember what it's called, but in Europe things are kind of different, I think.
Yeah.
And so they're engaging in activities. They're both stalkers. You can see all her bits.
Yeah.
You can't see his, but they're doing their thing. And then as they're doing it, he looks at the ceiling. This is no joke. He's doing it. Look at the ceiling, and he's like, he stops and he's like, there's mold. There's mold in the ceiling. And he's like, what's this mold doing here? And he's like, after you finish with your clients and they have a shower, do you open the window? And she's like, no, I keep it closed. He's like, well, you should open the window so the water, so the steam can get out. Otherwise, you're going to get mold. She's like, oh, why do you care? He's like, oh, I own the building. She's like, oh, you own the building? He's like, yes, I own the building. So make sure you speak with your management and tell them they need to sort out this mold. Yeah, they're both standing there, stalkers, by the way, having this conversation. Remember, he stops. They're both standing there, stalkers. He says, oh, stop the mold. And then after that, he's like, okay, so, well, we started now. Let's finish. So let's get back to it. So then they get down, get back to it, do their thing. Yeah. And then afterwards, he pays her and she's like, oh, do I get a bit extra? He's like, yeah, you get a bit extra. And he gives her a bit extra. And that's it. It's like that whole scene, apart from it proving that he owns a building and that he's very meticulous. Yeah. He is very meticulous. That's the only thing I learned in the scene, that he owns a building and he's meticulous.
So what are they trying to say? That
it lasted.
He's got like...
But then, I don't understand. He's got this whole thing. I don't know, but he's got this whole thing about being a vigilante and this and this and that, and the people that committed the R word and essay to those people. But also within the industry that he's now paying into, I also wonder, there is also exploitation there, and there's also trafficking in that industry. So for him to pay into that, what if there's another vigilante looking at him thinking, oh, you're paying for people that were brought to this country to do this? I just thought, I just didn't expect it. I was like, what's going on here? It's a bit weird him doing this.
That is so interesting.
And Armie Hammer as a guy doesn't need... I mean, we say that people do it for different reasons, but he can get lots of girls in this. People love him. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't understand what he's doing.
Don't you think that's cutting it like close to reality though? Because the controversy was that he would use services and get people to
I don't know.
S&M and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, really, really intriguing.
I don't know, but yes.
So he goes off on one. He does his vigilante thing. He starts killing people. Yeah. He starts racking up views on social media. And then is there any kind of comeuppance at the end for him, or is it just...
The end scene is the most powerful scene in the film. The end scene is powerful because he's been tracking down these R victims and SA victims, and he basically now wants to track down the people that did it. So it's these young boys that did it. These young boys, I think about 6 of them. It was a gang situation. So one female and like 6 boys
And
or
he
men.
takes out the boys.
Well, he gets to one of the boys. He's home with his family. So the boy, the mum, dad, brother, sister, 4 they're in the family. He gets into the house. He's got his gun, holds them at gunpoint, sits them down, and says, I got to have a chat. I know what you did. Why did you do it?" Guy's like, "Oh, it was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. I was young. Blah blah blah. I thought she wanted it." He's like, "Hold on, but you covered her mouth. You held her down. 6 of you. What, you thought she wanted it?" He said, "This is what you guys are bringing to this country. This is what you're importing to this country. Your ways and stuff like this."
And this is some of the language that we
narrative,
hear about.
yeah.
In,
so it's
in
like
the UK.
there's no backing down. And then the dad is like, the dad says something that I can't remember what he says, but it's almost like the dad isn't basically on. He doesn't.
It.
Yeah, I think he's not condemning it fully. I can't remember what he says. And then the mum's not condemning it fully. And then the sister also, she put out a post saying, "Oh, girls in Europe, they wear short skirts. It's like they got it coming, basically." Yeah. So basically the whole family, because they didn't condemn it, they're part of the problem. So but before just as they're having that conversation, he says, "Okay, call your other friends, tell them all to come here." He says, "No, I wasn't going to do it." So he shoots him in the leg. He says, "Call them, make them come." So he gets on the phone, calls all his friends to come to the house. Says it's an emergency. Right after he does that, I think it is, guess what he does next?
Why, he shoots them all.
Yeah, he shoots them all. They're sitting down in a chair. It's like
around.
Ducks in a barrel. So he shoots the dad, shoots the son, shoots the mum, shoots the daughter. Like they all just
laughing. Like,
I know. It was like, I was not expecting that. He shoots them all, and then as all the friends come in the house, he shoots them all as well.
He's lining them up.
Yeah, it's mad. It's like, it's so shocking. It's a really powerful scene. I think the most powerful part about it is obviously the conversations they're having. How he's really focused on the fact that they did it and they're not condemning it.
They're not repenting.
Yeah. So obviously, but it's like he's a vigilante. He's not here to take people to court. The court let him go. So the guy's not going to get any sentence, and the girls are still obviously suffering. So he's the judge, jury, executioner, and he takes them all out. So powerful film. I'll quickly read out some statements. We had a few comments from our YouTube about this. Some people really love this and love the whole.
With them.
One person said, "We've been waiting for the right moment to act." Yeah, we've been waiting for the right moment to act. May their Allah show them mercy, because we won't. Better count your effing days. So some people think this is the beginning of a revenge, of a sort of reaction.
Yep.
Someone says here, "It can't get any worse. Wake up." Someone else says, "Loved it." And it's about a true story. So stop with the victim mentality. So they're saying on our last video, we were victim mentality. This film doesn't imply all, someone else says. I think the problem is everything other than the vigilante is a daily occurrence, and they're upset they're being exposed for what they are. So this is migrants that they're saying they're being exposed. They think migrants all do this.
Yeah.
But like I say, we can't ignore that some do it. We're not saying that some don't.
This is a reaction. This film is a reaction to kind
some
of what's
do it.
going
It's
on
true.
in the UK.
There are wrong-uns in every society, no matter what religion they are, what race they are. There are wrong-uns. But do we paint everyone from certain communities with the same brush? If we do it for them, we've got to do it for us too. Yeah. Because there's people that are indigenous to certain countries that have been doing it. Are we going to say all people from? You know what I mean? So we've got to be consistent. Someone else is here, 2026 version of Death Wish.
Yes.
Someone else is here, there's no stereotype, facts are facts. So there's a lot of so many.
Isn't it interesting, Devout? In the movie, obviously the vigilante has a lot of kind of support and people love it, but in real life, in reality, I think this is what people want. If it really was a real life on planet Earth, in reality, a vigilante like this, people would be cheering.
Elon Musk publicly praised this film, and he said he would personally fund a sequel.
Damn.
That's why this film got a lot of hype. So he'll personally pay for a sequel. Personally. So for him, he's got mad money.
This guy, seriously, you know what? I would love. This is no joke, right? I would love to have Armie Hammer on this podcast so that we can ask him.
But for him, it's his first role. So for him, I doubt whatever anyone gives him, he's going to do. He hasn't acted for years. So, but I wonder, how he would feel about the feedback and stuff.
Apparently he comes from money, Armie Hammer.
Yeah, he does. The toothpaste people, isn't it?
Yeah. He
Arm and Hammer.
Arm and Hammer. Yes. Yeah. He comes from money, and then with the whole kind of thing that happened with him and the controversy, and obviously, we can only speculate, what exactly really happened. But yeah, I mean, where do you could they make it, like, by the end of this? Could you see a sequel happening?
After this? For sure, because
he goes to a different country.
Around. Yeah, probably another country, somewhere else in Europe. And I mean, he doesn't. There's also like the Interpol are after him. He wastes them as well. He's got this room where he's got this gun set up. They shoot the door, nothing happens, and he wastes about 20 of these Interpol officers. And when I say he wastes them, it's like Rambo. Some of the bullets explode people's heads. It just looks mad. So he doesn't care. If you come after him, it's a wrap.
Oh my days!
It's a wrap. So some of what he stands by, I can understand why he like these kids that come on the bus don't pay, and they're just silly kids, and he just deals with them. Doesn't kill them, but he deals with them.
I was going to say, does he
eventually?
Shoot them?
Nah, eventually he deals with them. But so I get certain things that he stands by. I get it, because society, people just don't give a shit these days.
No, they don't. And there's no repercussions for the shit that happens. Look, man. Look, I hate
court cases.
Stuff.
It's true. Some court cases, people don't get what they deserve. Away. Like with this situation, for what they did, they deserve time in prison. They deserve for them to get let go. They deserve to go to prison for a long time, if not life. Do you know what I mean? But
I actually believe there are people out there who would love to kind of hand out their own type of justice, like literally.
Oh yes, yeah. I think off the back of this film, some people might do it.
I know
some people might do it.
We will get
some
a real
people
life vigilante.
Might do it. Yes, yeah. There was a case that happened in the UK where they weren't migrants, but they did an R word and an essay on someone, and they were given leniency in court because they were young.
Yeah,
caused massive uproar here in the UK, and the courts reviewed it and then brought them back and gave them prison sentences.
Well, there you go.
So stuff like that, the R word and essay, people need to go down. You can't be let off for that.
All right, so
as
a movie, then is it? I mean, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's
quality wise of the film? It's low quality, but again, forget that. It's the message. It's the sort of it's what it's trying to, I guess, achieve in today's society. How people feel, whether you believe in it, whether you agree with it or not, people are allowed to express themselves. Yep. This is through art, through movies. So it's an interesting take on it. It's very, very, it's very, very extreme.
Yeah.
But this is movies. But hopefully it doesn't happen in real life. But it's an interesting film to watch. I watched it. Didn't fall asleep. Watched it late at night. What is what it is. So. Yeah, it's worth a watch, I think, just to see what's going out, just to see what's out there. Just so if there's any sort of comeback from this, you at least know what the source material is, and you can actually comment properly.
And listen, we love it, folks. Keep writing those comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know, should there be a sequel, and maybe hopefully, if Armie Hammer's people want to get in touch with us, and we can arrange that. We would love to do that.